I had the pleasure of teaching Alyssa Cardin 2 years ago in 6th grade Mishnah, and even though it was 2 years ago, I still feel very much connected to Alyssa. Alyssa was a model student who was always excited about the learning, and she has a lot of very unique traits. She is a great baker. She is someone who's a very talented seamstress. She's someone who created an incredible torture device in the Renaissance Fair, and I love to bump into Alyssa at Seven Mall Market in Baltimore, or David Chutes for that matter. Anyway, Alyssa, you have so many fine qualities and so many great things about you that I'm sure you will just take all those great things and become someone great. Hope to see you again next year in high school.
I had the pleasure of teaching and learning from Asher Falk in World Studies class for 2 years. I was constantly blown away by the questions, thoughtful comments, and connections he was able to make in World Studies. He has a unique ability to view an event or issue from all perspectives. It was also so fun to watch him on the basketball court using these analytical skills to lead his team in basketball. Asher, you are an amazing student, person, athlete, and friend. Best of luck to you next year.
We were very happy to have Abigail Sandberg return to Berman for her final year of middle school. She comes with a constant smile and adds a fresh perspective to class discussion. To Abigail, Torah learning isn't something you do for a test. It's something that impacts your entire life. Abigail, you've been an inspiration to me, and I wish you much hatzlacha in high school.
Dear Avi, here's just one of the things I love about teaching you. When you come in and tell me that you're reading an obscure 19th century text about a two-dimensional world called Flatland, I'm not at all surprised. Your curiosity about everything, for example, learning Russian with Dr. Stern, along with your ravenous appetite for books, ensures your tremendous growth as a lifelong learner. Your breadth of knowledge enhances your thinking and your writing and will serve you well in high school and beyond. I look forward to working with you again, maybe AP Composition, and I wish you much success next year.
Benji Sussman is going to be missed next year in the middle school. My name is Mrs. Godfrey and I teach English. Benji's had an impact on his peers with his knowledge about history and politics. He eagerly shares information with the other students in our class when topics come up that we're learning. I'm always amazed at how kindly Benji relays the details to them. Best wishes to you in upper school next year, Benji.
Danit, it was a pleasure to teach you Ivrit in the past 2 years. In our recent unit about names, you shared with me some wonderful insights about who you are and the meaning of your name. You shared that you aspire to be the best person that you can be. I have seen you working hard to be the best friend, student, and a sister. You run a chess club and you welcome the players with a smile and cookies and encouraging words. You gave a beautiful interpretation, Danit, about your name by saying that you always try not to judge, ladun, others, just like you don't want to be judged. Danit, you are a hard-working student and you have a beautiful understanding about the need to be patient and loving with others. I have no doubt that with these traits, life will smile back at you. I wish you batzlacha in the upper school.
Hi, I'm Mrs. W. I had Erez in 6th and 7th grade English. Erez was a wonderful sparring partner. He loved to debate and discuss and analyze and think, and he pushed me to push him, and I will always remember that. In 6th grade, he came to our community day when we created our civilizations and was all ready to explain blockchain to us. It was my first exposure to the blockchain theory, and he is such a delight. Good luck next year. Enjoy.
Lee, you made it! Here we are at your 8th grade graduation, and what a journey it has been. I'm so privileged to have been along with you on this ride of growth and maturity. I loved our Friday lunches and hearing updates about your week. You are always so thoughtful and introspective. You strive to learn and grow and be the best version of yourself. This is such an important skill, and I have no doubt you'll continue to understand yourself better and others. It has been pure joy to work with you on the plays as well. You bring an energy and passion to everything you do, and it's amazing to watch. From polite Rose the maid, to bitter Mrs. Potter, to quirky Grandpa Joe, you can be any character you wish to be. Galit, good luck to you in upper school. You're going to do amazing things. And remember, when it comes to math, just breathe.
Hannah Schulsinger is one of my favorite students, even though we're not supposed to have favorites. Every week, whatever it is that we're cooking, she comes up with some hack to make it more efficient or more fun or whatever it is. She also comes up with a creative twist usually, and then for the rest of the week, I tell everybody, oh, let's do it this way. This was Hannah's idea. Isn't it a great one? So I'm going to miss her so much in my cooking class. Maybe she'll let me teach her in high school. So I wish you so much luck, Hannah, and I really, really will miss you every week.
This is Rabbi Buxbaum, and I'm speaking about Jonathan Davidson. And Jonathan Davidson was a great student of mine. We both have similar hair, and I felt that that created a connection between us. But aside from that, Jonathan, you love to learn, and you always have such great energy. You're involved in the Navi, you're learning, you're asking great questions, and bringing joy to the people around you. You have the respect of the people around you. You're a great role model for your friends, and certainly you have wonderful leadership potential. And I look forward to seeing you shine in all the years to come. Mazel tov on your graduation.
So it's my privilege to talk about Josh Diamond. So there are two sides to Josh. There's the part of him that you notice right away first when you meet him, and then there's the part of Josh that emerges only once you've gotten to know him a little bit better. The part that you're going to notice right away is Josh's charm, charming personality, almost effusive. He's always excited, he's always happy, and that hits you as soon as you first meet Josh. Another thing that hits you when you first meet Josh is that he has what seems like an encyclopedic knowledge. He's pretty much, as I'm sure his parents will confirm, has something to say about everything. Once you get to know Josh a little bit better, you realize that the charm is not just something that's external, but it's really the core of who he is. He's always a mensch, and when someone is consistent across hundreds of interactions, so you really get a sense of who that person is. And Josh is a mensch. He's someone who always acts with derech eretz, and that's something which is part of who he is. In terms of his encyclopedic knowledge, you realize that it's not just that he has something to say about everything. He's not just a dilettante. He actually has something compelling to say about everything. He thinks deeply about things, and he always has very incisive opinions to share about things. And I'm sure that these qualities will stand him in good stead. Josh, I wish you a lot of hatzlacha as you move forward.
Natan, it has been so great getting to know you this year. I like that you talk to me like I'm a person and not just like I'm a teacher, and you tell me great stories. I learned about the Meisler Center from you, and I learned about where to get hamburgers and where not to get hamburgers. And I learned an awful lot about upper school sports, which has been surprisingly helpful here at Berman. You do wonderful creative work in history. You clearly like it, which is such a pleasure. And you do amazing things with current events, and you find interesting stories, you find interesting ways to present them, and most importantly, you have this mad skill that you can make connections between what you're reading and what you're learning in your own life and the world around you. And that's just going to be such an important tool for you in high school and in yeshiva and in college and beyond. I wish you a lot of mazel tov and hatzlacha. Congratulations, you've worked super hard to get here.
I'm honored to wish Zev Dermer a mazal tov on graduating middle school. Zev, you are so interested in learning everything there is to know about Hashem's Torah. I wish you continued hatzlacha in your studies, both in class and out of class, and I can't wait to see you in the upper school.
I remember when Sarah Breeze came to our school, and I walked in the office, into Rabbi Shield's office, and I saw a young lady sitting at the table, poised, articulate, and I said to myself, wow, this is an amazing young lady. That part was true, but what I didn't know at the time was that Sarah is also one of the kindest, most gentle and inclusive of our 8th grade students. So to have somebody who is beautiful, talented, and kind, Sarah, you've won the lottery.
Rivka, your maturity and desire to grow as a person and grow in a spiritual sense is so admirable. The cool thing about it, though, is that you don't let the entire world know about it. You do it in such a quiet and humble way. Rivka, that desire and drive to grow in every way, as a student, as a friend, as a daughter, as an Eved Hashem, will take you so far in life. Just keep remembering that you have such a strength in that area. I wish you so much hatzlacha.
Hi, I'm here to talk about Shoshana Adler. I've had the pleasure of teaching her in both 6th grade, and I got her back again this year in 8th grade. I have enjoyed watching her this year. She was in the play and she just surprised everyone with her acting and her talent, and we just didn't know where was she hiding all these years. I hope you got to see her in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And I just want to say I wish Shoshana lots of luck next year in high school. And Shoshana, sorry Charlie, I've got a ticket too, so I don't think the factory is yours. Good luck next year.
The great Yagel Kabilio came to the 8th grade in the middle of the year, but boy, what an impression he made in the short time that he has been a part of this class. Yagel, you've been a tremendous asset. Your hand is always up in Chumash class. You're always eager and always on. You brought such a positive ruach to the 8th grade that it really goes beyond description. Hatzlacha Rabba upstairs, and we sure hope that you visit very often.
As a teacher gets older, it can sometimes be challenging to remember all of the many students he has taught through the years, and I could say though with confidence that for better or for worse, Levi, you will not be one of those forgotten kids. I will remember the countless drawings and comics that Levi shared with me, many of them created during my classes. Hanging out with Levi is truly a roller coaster ride. Sometimes you're laughing, sometimes you're screaming, but you always walk away knowing that you had fun. Levi brings that joy to everyone around him, and we'll miss that when he graduates this year. Best of luck next year and in the years to come.